should be somebody who teaches you and somebody who you look up to follow what they do.
Nice, kind, funny. Some people who want to help you to get better, and people who try to help you to be more confident.
You should always respect someone and look up to the person who's a leader.
They have to do something that really motivates you.
If they're independent and they're kind and they believe in themselves,
even if you don't win a game, make you be happy.
My swim coach inspired me.
To learn how to do butterflies, squirrels, and I think first.
My gym teacher, because he's a very nice person, very friendly.
My teacher is a leader to me because she teaches me new things, and when I'm having a hard time, she talks about it with me.
She helps me with math.
My writing teacher in school, I was doing really bad last year, so she helps me to be able to get better. My grandmother helps me with my math and still try to help me to get better in that. My basketball coach. Every time we're down by a lot, they always just say, go and have fun.
I picked Mr. Michael. Started playing the piano/keyboard. I wanted to get better. He helped me get better at the piano because he's always rocking it up there.
These are great examples, guys, of people in your lives that have made a difference by being great leaders, by taking you under their wings and showing you the way to go in whatever it is you're doing. And as I think about it, there have been a lot of people in my life, probably more than I can count, who have done the same for me. From my parents, who guided me from a very young age and who still do. You're never too old to listen to your parents, right? And from teachers that I've had to music mentors to pastors. And as I've thought about this, there was one connection, one thing that was the same with all of these people. They all loved Jesus. And I don't think that is a coincidence, because Jesus was probably the greatest teacher who ever was. He had an amazing way of teaching us how God wanted us to live. And one way that he did that was through stories called parables. Parables that Jesus told really put things in a way that the people and us could understand how God wanted us to live and what he was trying to get across in his stories. And we're going to look at a parable this week, one of my favorites actually, and we're going to get a little sneak peek at it with just a little help from our Star Club friends.
Matthew 7 says, starting in verse 24, "For everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on sand.
That's an enormous house.
The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash." When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching, because he taught as one who had authority, and not as their teachers of the law.
Isn't that an awesome story? I love it. But what does it have to do with God and with our lives? Storms, rocks, sandy. What does it have to do with us? Well, we can't give you all the answers. You're going to have to do a little work as a family and dig into this week's scripture, which is found in Matthew 7, verses 24 through 29. And you can read this story, the whole thing, and just kind of find out what Jesus was trying to say about what it means in our lives. So we hope that you'll take some time as a family to dig into that scripture and have some fun together doing it. And we'll check back with you in just a couple of days to see what you thought.